Yes, yes, yes. How is the sound? I hope the sound is good. Hello, hello. In the jack the sound up. Let's see it. Okay, I don't want to get copyright stuff or something. So. Yeah, we here, we here, we here. We back in this. We got the new sound. I'm testing sound. I'm testing. Shout out to Jagmeet Singh. I'm testing. So I hope the sound is good. Hello, hello. Sound is good. Yo, so tonight we're hopping into a topic: alpha woman. What is an alpha woman? Alpha women. A lot of these women now they jumping on and they saying they alpha women. I'm an alpha woman. I'm an alpha woman. Y'all don't know what an alpha woman is. Real quick, I just wanted to address the haters. I'm gonna show the channel, see what's going on. We are almost at 3,000 subs. Let's go. Let me share. Share. So we are almost at 3,000 subs. Let's go. So I had done a post resharing this, not this live stream, but this video that I had made on Lily Phillips. Why would she do that? Why she do that? She's empty. Because women, am I sharing the screen? That is the question. Women, they need to be filled. And I'm not talking about sexually. I'm talking about, spiritually. They need to be filled up. They need spiritually, they need filling. So I did a post on that, and I surprisingly, I had dudes all up in my DM being like, "Yo, how could you be saying this? Oh." The outrage is coming from the dudes. The chicks, the ladies, they understand this. They're thanking me. They're like, "Yo, thank you for speaking out." Because the alpha women, which I'm gonna get into soon, the alpha women understand this stuff. They understand. You gotta watch the video for context, but they understand that some of these women are empty. But for some reason, these so-called men, these males that call themselves men, they just can't handle it, and they all up in my DMs talking about how, oh, where's your girl? Oh, this and that. Let me address that real quick. All right, where's my girl? Here's the thing, y'all. I see y'all girls. All right, some of these dudes in question. I see these chicks that y'all parading around, and the thing is, y'all chicks, y'all chicks is not turning no heads, right? Well, maybe they're turning heads, but it's like people, are turning away. Men are turning away when they see your chick, right? Because some of y'all men will understand this. Sometimes you see hair in your peripherals, corner of your eye, you see like a blonde hair, or you see like a red hair, something like that, long flowing hair, and you turn, and then you're like, oh, she's 60 years old. Oh, that's how these dudes be. That's how these dudes girls be turning heads. Like you look and you had to turn away. So these dudes get in my DMs and they talking big, being like, "Yo, where's your girl?" Listen, I understand a lot of you guys have to play ball. You have to walk on eggshells because you feel like if you are outspoken, that you'll be left out in the cold with no chicks. That's not my problem. All right, I don't have these issues. Me, when I go outside, I go to a restaurant and I have women trying to sit on my lap. I go to a bar and I have women coming up to me saying, "Hey, you said hi to me an hour ago. I went to every bar on this street to find you." So these are the types of experiences I'm having. All right. I have chicks trying to kiss me in the bar and I'm trying to get away. Like, yo, chill, slow down. These are the types of problems I have, all right? And these dudes are in my DM talking about I need to chill, I need to relax. So anyway, channel's almost at 3,000 subs. We out here. And yeah, check that out because that is a real good one. That explains, that psychology for this chick that, she slept with 100 dudes in one day. That's a wild psychology. This chick, people are saying she did it for money. She was not hungry. A lot of people do things for money when they're in a tight spot, but she was not hungry. So there's deeper psychology to that. But check that video out. Almost at 3,000 subs. We out here. We doing it. Got some nice audio. I hope the audio is good. I'm doing test. So just quickly, gonna go through this. I don't want to take too much of y'all time, and I don't have too much battery. So alpha women. What is an alpha woman? A lot of women now, they are saying that they are alpha women, right? They're saying, oh, I'm alpha. And these women, they act like Conor McGregor. These women out here acting like Conor McGregor, and they think that they alpha women. Let me explain something to you. Let me show you Conor McGregor. Let me show y'all. This is how these women behave.
McGregor, swag, pressure. I go harder under pressure. Got the number one.
This is how the chicks behaving. talking about they alpha women. This is alpha women. Now I ask you a very interesting question. When you think of an alpha male or an alpha man, does this person portray attributes that are feminine or masculine? Just think that one through. An alpha male, do they behave masculine or do they behave feminine? Interesting. So alpha males portray masculine behavior. So why is it that females portraying masculine behavior believe that they're alpha women? Doesn't make sense, right? So alpha women are actually in their divine feminine. Alpha women are actually feminine. You can't be an alpha woman if you're acting masculine because by definition, you're at the other end of the spectrum from femininity. You're not an alpha woman. So I have compiled, with some help of the Bible, of course, because Proverbs 31. Everyone want to talk about that Proverbs 31 woman. Proverbs 31. There are attributes of these alpha women, right? Screwing up the screen share here. Just bear with me. Where is my screen? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, sure. Okay. So, number one, alpha women. They are ultra feminine women. So I just covered that. You cannot be an alpha woman if you are presenting masculine behavior. If you are all up in a dude's face at the club trying to scrap, that is not alpha woman. That is alpha male behavior, also known as not feminine behavior. So you are beta. Alpha woman trait number 2. You must have several recipes mastered. Why should you have several recipes mastered? You don't need to slave away over a man. Although you should bring pleasure to a man on his plate, you should be able to blend flavors. You should be able to, personally, I'm a grill master. So I don't really need the woman to cook so much as other men may. But a good cook, that's the way to a man's heart. All right. So, all you ladies out there trying to be alpha women, you need to have several recipes mastered and maybe even have created some of your own. Number 3, alpha women are well versed in home remedy. So, a lot of the time, you may not be near a doctor, you may not be, you could be camping, you might be out in the woods, you might be far. You might be at home and it's nighttime and if you're in a country that doesn't have excellent healthcare, wink, wink, it may be beneficial for you to have some home remedy going on, right? Some home medicine in the interim period before you can get some medical attention, depending on the severity of your ailment or your injury, right? So, an alpha woman who's in the home should be well versed in home remedy. And that includes some herbal medicines as well. Number four, an alpha woman should have mastered or have an interest in horticulture. So, horticulture, meaning the knowledge of plants and plant life and green life, right? An alpha woman should have a knowledge, at least a basic or a vast knowledge in horticulture, because horticulture is directly linked to our lives. You're talking about gardening, you're talking about food, you're talking about growing food, you're talking about growing herbs, you're talking about growing things that may be used in home remedy, as seen in number three, right? Number five, an alpha woman is an excellent babysitter. Now, why is she an excellent babysitter? This is not just because, she's been barefoot and pregnant for 10 years. This is because women who are good with children are women who display aptitudes of patience, intelligence. They're well rounded because they're able to deal with children, which are very hard to deal with. Children will get on most people's nerves. They ask a lot of questions, they're always up and down and around and about. So you have to be a very patient person to deal with children. And a woman who can deal with children is an alpha woman by definition. Why? Because women are basically created to be mothers, right? And I know that sounds like a ridiculous statement. I'm not saying, physically, of course, they're, or biologically, of course, they're created to be mothers, but their attitudes, they're higher in empathy than men are, right? They have softer voices. These are all things that go well with children, right? This is what children require in their younger years. Number six, alpha women are leaders among women. Now, be very careful with this. Alpha women are not leaders among men, they are leaders among women. And that's not a slight, because to be a leader among women, this means that women respect you. This means that women hold you in high regard. And that's not because you're Cardi B and you have millions of dollars of marketing budget to give the false illusion that people respect you. This is wherever the woman goes, whether she's at the grocery store, whether she's at a baby shower, whether she's at a party, in the home with several families, women respect her because of her knowledge and how she carries herself. Number seven, alpha women have an excellent sense of style. Now, I'm sure we all know certain women who they're always looking good, they're always stylish, they're always clean, they're always polished, and they aren't necessarily following a trend per se, right? They're not on IG all day looking for the latest trend and trying to go out to the mall every week to buy the latest trend. They could look good in some stuff from the thrift shop. They could look good in some stuff their grandmother gave them just because they put themselves together well and they carry themselves in a stylish manner. This also plays into being an excellent leader among women because women look up to that. Women like other women who are stylish. Number eight, alpha women prioritize physical health and fitness. So this goes back to these haters. All y'all that's in my DMs talking about, oh, where's your girl, this and that, because I have nothing to prove. Anybody that knows me in my real life, they've seen it in front of them. I practice what I preach. I really do be having chicks running down the street I really do be having chicks coming and trying to sit on my lap at restaurants, trying to literally take my pants off in public at restaurants. This happens. So these men that are trying to hate, they got a chick that's not prioritizing her physical health and fitness. They have a chick that, as the saying goes, has let herself go, right? And there's no excuse for this. You know, most of us are in a situation where we have access to fitness. If you're in a first world country, you certainly have no excuse. And I find it interesting how a lot of people in less affluent countries, excuse me, less wealthy countries, they have better fitness and health. Why? Because they can't, not on a monetary level, but they cannot afford to be unhealthy, literally. Because if they are unhealthy, they can't go spend 40K at the doctor for treatment. They can't go get their thyroid treated. Everyone that's overweight wants to blame a thyroid in the first world. This is unbelievable. Or they want to blame a pregnancy. When you got all these other countries, ladies are popping out babies, and in 8 weeks, they back looking great. Why? Because they prioritize health and fitness. And number 9, the final aspect of an alpha woman is alpha women are pleasant to be around. So again, the alpha woman is not acting like Conor McGregor. Nothing wrong with Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor, he's a G. He does what he does. He's a fighter. He's an MMA fighter. But he reeks of masculinity. So you don't want your chick to be acting like Conor McGregor. You don't want your chick to be downing, 4 quarts of proper 12 and trying to scrap at the Christmas party, at your work party. You don't want your chick coming out like McGregor just, did a KO and she's trying to scrap or verbally trying to scrap because it's not just physical. A lot of women, they can attack with their words, right? So the 9th aspect of an alpha woman is she is pleasant to be around, not only for her husband, but also for the women around her and the other men. She is not a burden to have around. She's pleasant. She's smiling. She's enjoying life. She doesn't have to have just hopped off a jet from Fiji, Belize, or wherever. I don't even know where these IG models are going these days. But, she's just pleasant in general. All right. So these are the 9 aspects that I've compiled of an alpha woman. So, dudes, all y'all young men, especially, if you're looking for an alpha woman, these are the aspects you need to look for. This is a quality woman that you can invest in and you can be sure that she will extend your legacy. These are quality women. And when you look at these 9 aspects and then you look outside, it's very clear that most of these girls, they are coming up very short. So if you're the type of man that is getting to a check, like you're in your career or you're working hard, you making money, you don't need to settle for these grimes, these low class mongrels out here. All right? Don't sell yourself short. Men, we do not get old. We can only go broke. That's how it works for men. All right? So boys, quick live stream. I hope the sound is good. I'm going to listen to it after because I have no idea. This could have been on mute this whole time. I hope not. But don't forget, we don't get old. We can only go broke. Don't settle for these ratchets.